Does it ever feel like AR coding gets treated like a scam? Today I'm going to debunk some of the myths about AR coding and ultimately give you the tools to decide whether or not for you it's a scam. My glasses have anti-reflective coating, and you'll see when you look at the camera, there's minimal reflections. You can see straight through to my eyes. If we compare this to an optic without anti-reflective coating, you can see the glare, the reflections are very visible. Now, the terms anti-reflection and anti-glare are often used interchangeably, and I want to differentiate what anti-reflection is and what anti-glare is. And a reflection is light bouncing off of a thing and then you being able to see it. Glare is light that's bothersome. So if I am driving, if I'm doing something and I experience light coming in that's bothersome to the function of my vision, that's considered glare. A reflection is only glare if it bothers you. So when we talk about anti-glare coating, there's a built-in assumption that the reflections on a lens bother you. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because there is this, there's this perception, this kind of myth that what you see looking in, so like if you see the kind of clear lenses and you can see through to my eyes, that's the same experience that I have looking out into the world. And you'll see a lot of images reflecting that myth. Now, I want to talk about how the reflections in the lens actually work, and then you can decide for yourself functionally how AR coding works for you. Every uncoated surface reflects about 4% of light. So on a standard ophthalmic lens, you have two surfaces. So if you think about what's coming into the lens, 4% is bouncing off the front of the lens, and then another 4% is bouncing off of the back of the lens, the front of the back of the lens. So basically, when I'm wearing a pair of glasses without anti-reflective coating, there's 8% coming back at you. Now, that's what you see, so that's why you see the 8% reflection, and you don't get to see through to the eyes as well. Now, how does that work looking out into the world? So there's 8% less light, but when you are looking out, you aren't getting that reflection back. The only circumstance that you're getting that reflection back into your eye is from light that is reflecting off of the back surface of your lens. So that part, the stuff coming off of the back surface, is your main surface that you're going to get reflections off of that you would see. So what does that look like? That looks like the sun behind you, a light behind you, and the lens kind of acting almost like a mirror, and the reflections coming off of the back surface and into your eye. That kind of reflection is what is potentially glare, and that is what anti-reflective coating can help with. Now, it does not help as much when you're looking out the front of the lens. So basically, the glare coming into the glasses is not as powerful as the glare coming from behind the glasses. Now, aesthetically, anti-reflective coating is very good. But what you will see is a lot of demos with the night driving and that sort of thing where it shows these massive halos around an ophthalmic lens. Those aren't real. Those images are nothing like what you would actually see if you look through a pair of glasses that did not have anti-reflective coating. The place where anti-reflective coating is going to become far more important is when you have multiple optics. So if you have a pair of glasses and a clip-on, now if you think about how all of the reflections interact and you have the bouncing off of each surface, so let's say you have light coming in and there's two lenses. There's light coming into lens 1, and then 92% of the light coming through to lens 2, and then 8% of that light coming back, reflecting back off of lens 1 and back into the eye. Now, if you have 3 lenses, it gets even more pronounced. So the reflections perceptually compound when you add more lenses, which is why when you think about camera lenses and these multi-lens systems, anti-reflective coating becomes far more important. But on a single pair of glasses, functionally looking out into the world, anti-reflective coating doesn't have as significant a benefit as the advertising would indicate. Would I go with it? Yes, I would still go with it because you do notice a slight difference, but it's definitely not as dramatic as the advertisements state, for the reason that they are assuming that what you see looking in is going to be the same as what you see looking out. And that's me blabbering about AR coding for 6 or 7 minutes, and hopefully we can cut that down in post. I love you.